Alright, we are recording. What's up, guys? This is going to be a coaching video. I don't do intros very well. This is going to be a coaching video for Halo 5 Slayer on Truth. I was playing yesterday with Feroxis and Big Buck, and they were mentioning that they were looking for some coaching, so I'm going to just do a quick kind of recap of this game. We ended up losing this game 50-48. Spoiler, sorry. But I wanted to kind of run through Big Buck's point of view and point out what I think were a few probably positioning flaws, maybe some strategic flaws. I did watch this game already, so there were a few communication errors. I'll make sure to point those out. Obviously, they're not going to be like I'll show you how those communication errors should have worked, and hopefully you guys will be able to learn a little bit more about how Halo 5 works, kind of the mentality of if you're trying to go from Diamond and break into the Onyx ranks, some things to think about. A lot of team play type topics. So let's jump into it, and hopefully you guys learn something. I would like to be doing these videos more often. We'll see kind of how. I'm going to turn my face cam off, actually, so that way you guys can see the whole screen. I would like to be doing these videos more often, just in terms of coaching. But I need to, just break the ice and make a few of them, and we'll see. We'll go from there. So it looks like we're got a pretty good camo push going here. He's gonna get this nade off and get a kill from the grave. That's a really good play, really good nade. It was important that kill. That was one of the most important kills of this game for sure. Is making sure that camo dies. Right here off of his spawn, he sees Quad going underneath red base. He's got some shots on these dudes. His left flank is actually open. He got lucky that a teammate spawned there. So right here, this is one of those moments where he needs to make a play. He needs to communicate with me very quickly. Oh, hello. Can I get a? There we go. He needs to communicate with me what he's doing, what his intentions are, and I need to communicate right now that I see this dude real is coming down here. I don't know about Josh. I don't know what's going on there. But I need to communicate. We need to be linked up here. And right now, I can tell you right now, we don't link up at all. I end up jumping out and trying to chase this guy. This dude, I don't know if you saw, there was a blip on his minimap. There's another blip right there. He needs to see that. There's a little bit of non-committal right here, and he kind of sees the dude with the sword too late. It's okay. It was just a little late. Right there, that wasn't necessarily his fault. That was just a lack of communication from both of us. I probably shouldn't have jumped out on real if I knew that Big Buck and I were connected, and then he wouldn't have been left alone to die with the sword. Now I'm kind of left on my own, probably gonna die. Yep, there you go. Okay, I'm dead too. So that's a two net -2 for us. That's not what you want to see at the beginning of a game on Truth. So right here, he spawns up. He sees Quad here. He needs to be thinking about linking up with Quad and shooting whatever Quad is shooting, because he doesn't have Big Buck doesn't have a target right now. So Quad is going to come up here. He sees that he's shooting here. He needs to go ahead and push this guy top P. Josh has a sword. Big Buck does not know that, but Big Buck needs to go ahead and just push this guy to his heart's delight, because Quad has already taken some damage. Big Buck needs to assume that as a good teammate, Quad has put down some damage. He just needs to push this and be non-committal about it. Right there, he throws a grenade. It's not the best grenade. But it also he turns around and starts to shoot a guy here, which is not the best challenge because he doesn't know what's going on with guy. He does know that Josh should be weak, and I can show you right here. Josh is weak. He was weak. He had 3 shots in him. The best play right there would have been to go ahead and push the guy out of P. Even though Big Buck would have died there because Josh had sword. In a normal circumstance, Josh would not have had a sword, and that would have been an easy kill for Buck, and then he would have had P2. He could have turned around and shot this guy in the back. Anyway, so, but good shots nonetheless. That's a good play. He does go ahead and nade P2 again. He knows that guy is there. Right here, he needs to continue pushing with Quad. He needs to make sure that his mind and Quad's mind need to be linked up here. They need to be pushing the same target. They're obviously not. Probably what's going on is I'm calling out that I'm getting destroyed over in car, and so he's responding to my call-outs. It doesn't matter. Buck can't do anything about me right now. He needs to just focus on himself. He needs to focus on the teammate that's closest to him. He needs to make sure that Josh here dies. So he looks over here to see, okay, he's already dead. Too late. Too late. Okay, whatever. Quad got a really lucky trade there, so Buck is then going to get sword. And then this, I don't even want to comment on this. This is a really lucky stick that Arrow had. It was a very good stick, excuse me, not very lucky. So they're going to get sword again. And they're gonna kill that guy, whatever. So he's gonna spawn car here. He's to look up and say, okay, my teammates are 2 dead. Yes, Quad and Pharaoh are both dead, and I am across the map from him. Buck just needs to hang out here. He can't really do anything. He can't really make any plays because he doesn't know where people are. He doesn't know what to do. He has no support. Realistically, he just needs to kind of hang out and hide, and let his teammates spawn up, and then he can make a play after they spawn up. He can't help me either. That's just this is a scenario where he just needs to hang out for a minute. If he wants to try to get some positioning, he can. He could go top car when you spawn bubble. It's a good idea to go top car. But realistically, there's a good amount of stealth that needs to happen here, especially considering that we're at 10:30 and camo is going to be up soon. If we go through 1 or 2, we have about 2 slay cycles to make sure that we can get P control, and we are nowhere near that goal right now. Get some good shots down on Real there. He knows Real's one shot, so he's going to go ahead and challenge anyway because Buck doesn't care. He is actually going to wisely back up. And I had forgotten that you did that, but that's a really good play, actually. So right here, he should be connecting with me. I should be connecting with him. Communication-wise, we need to be talking, and he needs to call out a guy. We need to be deciding, okay, what are we doing? Are we pushing car? Are we pushing red? We need to make a decision together, and we need to do so ASAP. We have about 2 seconds to make a decision here. So I'm going to look for his guy real quick. Nope. I'm going to push into red. I'm going to get a good 5 on that guy. And we got lucky there that Pharaoh was also with us for that. That ended up being a 3v2 where we didn't even lose any teammates. They are 3 dead. They are 4 dead. Excuse me. No, they're 3 dead. There's Arrow right there. They are 3 dead. We need to be hunting this guy down. Obviously, Quad couldn't call him out because he's our random. But we need to make sure that this guy dies. This guy ends up getting a really lucky double kill. I shouldn't say lucky. He gets a very good double kill with the sword. That's not what you want to see right now, especially is it incredibly important because camo is about to come up in about 5 seconds. And so we basically just gave up camo because they're now 3 alive and we are 2 dead. So they're going to go for it. Josh is probably going to get it. Yep, Josh popped it, 48. Somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to see it, probably Quad. That's unfortunate again that he has no comms, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Quad is dead. Buck really can't do anything here. He just needs to back up. There's not really much he can do there without getting killed. He's going to get some really good shots on down, though. And I'm going to get killed by camo. So right here on his death screen, by the way, Buck, pay attention to this guy with camo. You need to be calling out exactly where he's going at all times. So that way, off of our spawn, all 3 of us happen to be dead. All 3 of the people in our communication party, myself, Pharaoh, and you. But we didn't know where that camo guy is going. So if you see him go out red window and soar top mid, I don't know if you could have seen that without the outline. But if you saw that, you need to make sure that you're calling that out because camo is absolutely destructive on this map. One top mid. That's just unfortunate. That's where camo went. And that, yep, okay. All right, well, don't worry about that one. That's a good camo play. Not much you can do about that. All right, so right here, you and Pharaoh need to be linking up as far as mines go. It looks like you guys are walking into a death trap. They are all 4 about to push you. So, at least what you guys have going for you right here is you have a double team. You and him can focus on the same thing. Best case scenario, you guys walk out of this you get 2 kills and you both die. I'm sorry, best case scenario, you get like 3 kills and you both die. But I'm just gonna say it, set realistic expectations. Hopefully you guys get 2 kills. So right here, you see all 3 of them. You just gotta put shots down, get out of here as fast as you can. I want to comment about your positioning right here. This is about the worst spot you can be in this particular fight because even though you're getting the lines of sight that you want, you have no defense whatsoever. You are literally in the open. If you thrust left, you can't get behind that cover. If you thrust right, there's a wall. If you thrust forward, you can't get behind. You can't get under any cover. If you thrust backward, you can't get back into red base enough, quickly enough to avoid fire. So this is not a good spot to be hanging out. Right here, you need to decide: are you going to go with Pharaoh and try to push these guys? You could actually push straight forward up the slide if you wanted to. If you wanted to be like fully like suicidal and but at least going for a kill. But this is not a good spot to hang out. And you're just gonna kind of hang here. You're looking for shots. That's good. You're getting the shots down, but you're actually gonna pay for it right here because there's nowhere you can go. You have no defense, no cover when it comes down to being able to finish a kill or being able to get away. Excuse me. So right here, this is good. You're looking where your teammates are looking. Those are some good shots right there. Right here, you probably just want to get up top. We're 2 dead already. It says that it's a 2v2. Pharaoh is probably dead already. You could go try to help him, but realistically, it's probably just a good idea to go ahead and get up top here. You can't do a whole lot from bottom mid on this map. We happen to get lucky in that Pharaoh did a lot more damage to those guys than should have been allowed. Best play there would not have been to actually push those kids. Best play would have been to get up top and reconnect with teammates who are gonna be alive as opposed to Pharaoh who died. It's a great nade from Quad. Great nades. Very good nades. That's what you want to see. This is a 3 dead scenario. 2 dead, I guess. One of them just spawned. This should be an easy kill on a guy, but you want to also keep in mind that you don't want to open yourself up too hard because they are all spawning, and they were all spawning in the opposite base, and they also are probably aware that camo is coming up. And so if you look at Josh, especially, Josh has been on top of the camos this game, and Arrow, they've both been on top of the camos this game. So Josh is going to go ahead and grab that camo. They got the 3rd camo. That is 1 burn and 2 full grabs for them.
Blue team halfway to victory.
We're not going to worry about that. Worry about that another day. What are we at? 10 minutes? Yeah. So you got P2 here. You can kind of just hang out up top P2, just put shots on everybody. You don't really need to leave P2 at this point. You have people fighting all the other bases. They're 3 dead. You do not need to leave P2. I think you go over towards blue base here. I think it actually ends up screwing us. Right here, you don't need to leave P2. This is the best place you can be. You know all of them are going to be spawning. Pharaoh and I are both over here. You know that they're 3 dead. If there's an enemy over here, best case scenario for him is he trades with one of us. Probably Pharaoh and I have it handled. They're all going to be spawning in red. You know this because Echo and Pharaoh are both in blue base and blue car. So they're going to be spawning red base, red P, red, possibly red car. I'm sorry, red base, red car, possibly red P is where they're going to be spawning. You just need to hang out top P and get ready to defend. Get ready to take on the full force of whatever push they have. And myself and Pharaoh need to be getting top mid and top car here to support you in that. So what actually ends up happening is you end up popping out here. We get a spawn on P. Quad is doing who knows what. I don't know what the heck he's doing. That is, unless he's going, maybe he's going to get sword. I don't know. That's a really odd line of running. But anyway, they all spawned. I could have shown that they all spawned red base and red P. And so right here, literally, because you left P, they have full force they have full P control now. There's nothing we can do to get him out of there. So what's going to end up happening here, I am probably destroyed, is my guess. There's not a whole lot that I can do to continue challenging that. Good nades by Pharaoh. Good damage. Definitely make sure to get a melee there instead of just shooting. Melees do so much damage. It's really important to hit them in close quarters like that. This is you're alone. You're alone in this fight. Good 1v1. Again, if you challenge P here, this is going to be a 1v1. Pay attention to where you're at versus where all of us are at. There's no way that we can support you in anything that you're doing. Now we can because we have top mid, but another 1v1. Good fight. Good win. Right here, you link up with Quad. If you want to push in, you can. I would recommend backing up to top P. I just got a lucky double stick on me and Pharaoh, and Quad is just being Quad, so he's kind of a Quad Wad. That's his nickname now, forever, by the way, Quad Wad. He's just gonna run around with the sword and be a little nuisance. Oh, you got combo. I didn't even realize that you picked that up. Last time I watched this, I didn't realize that you had that. It's really, really important that you hit those combo shots. So when you have a combo in your hands, this is a comment for every single map. If there's a map with a combo, you need to be hitting people with it. Plaza, Truth, Regret. It is so important. Whoever has combo, he just needs to be putting people one shot right and left. There's no reason to pull out any other weapon. You need to stick with your teammates and you need to get people one shot. It is a power weapon that people don't understand how to use. even in like high diamond level, people don't utilize the combo. It's really upsetting to me, actually. Like right here, this should be a charged combo. Whatever the next fight is, this should be a charged combo. Good shots on that 1v1. It would have been twice as easy if you'd comboed him first. You have the combo, you may as well use it. Josh got camo, you saw that. Great shots, great nades. Really important to take him out. That's really good. But again, it was that was their grab, not ours. So that's 2 burns and 2 full grabs for them. So we are not doing a good job of keeping track of camo this game, of making sure that we have P control when camo's coming up. Definitely something to keep in mind moving forward. So right here, you are completely alone. You left me out to dry on P2. We have control of blue base already. There's really not a reason to push into blue base when we know that they're all spawning in red. The reason we know they're all spawning in red is because we had full control of blue to begin with. It's not bad to go around hunting for enemies, but it's more important to stick with teammates than it is to hunt enemies. Especially in a game like this where it's 44-45, 44-44 at the time. Sounds like you're getting some call-outs from Pharaoh there, guaranteed, because you turn around and you're looking for kills here. This should be a kill for you. Never mind. That guy just out-5'd the crap out of you. Nothing you can do about that. Maybe you got a bad call-out. Who knows? We're 2 dead here. Pharaoh is walking into a death trap. Yep, he's dead. And then I actually don't remember what happened at the end of this game. So right there, pay attention to your minimap. Always make sure if you don't see somebody right in front of you, make sure to keep your eyes on the minimap, because that was a guy. It didn't seem like you even reacted to the guy that was behind you. So there you go. I hope that was. I hope that helped. Again, we're trying to. This is the first coaching video that I'm really making. I'm looking to make a lot more, but I want it to be kind of a mix of things that are very situational. Let me turn the webcam back on. I want it to be a mix of things that are very situational, but also a mix of things that are also back up. I want it to be a mix of things that are conceptual, that apply across all maps, and I want it to be and some things that are specific, like this is what to do in this specific exact scenario kind of things. So hopefully that kind of helped out. Again, I'm super passionate about coaching. I want to continue pursuing this. So we'll see if this kind of takes off. If not, it's cool. But we will see what happens moving forward. Hope you guys learned something. That's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it. Take care.